Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Jeff Bosley. I'm here with my first product review, and right off the bat, I'll just say it's Works Holsters, and I bought all of this. They did send me one thing, and so I'm going to review all of these. For some background, really quick, I carry my concealed is a Glock 30. I have giant hands, so I like 45s. On it, I have a TLR 7, a Streamlight TLR 7 for my light. And so, without further ado, I have Works holster. Their M7 is their outside the waistband holster. I actually have it mounted on the dash of my truck, but these are their concealed holsters. And right off the bat, it's basically there's two M6s. One has an attached mag pouch or mag carrier on it. One does not. I bought the one that does not, and I bought their inside the waistband mag carrier. Now it does come with the option to mount it to the if you so choose, but it is going to be a little stiff, and it's going to be not as good to conform to your body. Now I'm very OCD, so a lot of these are going to be quirks that only I will notice. But that stiffness is probably what led their designers to the M6 Radius, which I'll get to in a second. So right off the bat, I prefer separating them. I prefer to have a mag carrier on my left side, my non-dominant hand, and the pistol up front where I can grab it with my dominant hand. Now, without confessing too many illegalities or legalities, I will opt to switch to the double whammy holster where everything's in one package. It just depends. That being said, not being too, I don't want to incriminate myself. The M6 as a separate thing. Right off the bat, I'll get the mag carrier out of the way. I love their mag carriers. When you get the one made for your thing, it has a nice little click, so you know it's seated in there. And all of my Glock 45 mags work in this thing. My big full size one for my Glock 21, with the the extra Terran base. The full-size standard Glock 45 mag for my 21, but in this case for my concealed carry, my Glock 30 mag. Mag carrier done, out of the way. Now the M6 I have, it has their plastic clips. Plastic sounds flimsy, but they're heavy duty as hell plastic clips. And I think a lot of companies call this this extra feature right here, the claw, right there. Now that's so your belt helps pin it against your body so it doesn't print as well when it's under a t-shirt, etc. Now I like these plastic ones, assuming you get the right measurement to match the belts you use. It has an underhook, so once it's over a belt, it's like a fish hook or a barb, like an arrowhead. It's there, so you actually have to very religiously focus on getting that off your belt. Now, with that being said, the reason I prefer the plastic is because they are a little bit more friendly to in and out your holster, in and out of your pants. Again, depending on the carry situation, sometimes I follow some rules and sometimes I don't, so it's easier to just take it in and out. These holsters are, like I said, I bought this. Perfect. It has just the right amount of stuff going against your body here. It's simplistic in its design. The rubber grommets and gaskets are just the right amount of tension. Obviously, you can tighten those. It offers a little bit of cant adjustment on your belt clips. It does come with a single belt loop attachment if you so choose. I like the double. So this is my go-to one. This is the one I carry the most, just because it's a preferential thing to have it and the mag carrier separated on my body. Again, once the belt's in there and once it hits this little claw thing right there, some companies, I don't know what they call it, a claw, whatever the crap you want to call it, it's perfect. Fighting a cold. And just, I guess, a little quick intermission about me. I'm a former Army Special Forces Green Beret who pretty much just represents the everyman. I'm not a person that's a professional free gunner. I don't spend an hour 10 hours a day at the range. I need to spend more time at the range. So I kind of represent the Special Forces guy who kind of knows some things. I'm very OCD and quirky. 9 times out of 10, every holster or everything I get, I modify with some sort of Dremel or something to make it a little bit more ideal for situations I like. That being said, my works holsters, I have not needed to want to modify one thing at all as far as my preferences. So that's the M6, the original M6. Perfect holster. It seats in there really nice and firm. Again, you can adjust the tension with the grommets and screws. And the one I chose when I designed it on their website, you can pick how it's designed, was with the heavy duty plastic clips. And there's the claw thing. So it seats in there amazing. It's a perfect fit for this Glock 30 with the TLR7 Streamlight. Perfect little concealed carry. Now, I was gifted the Radius holster, their newest one. And right off the bat, the only reason I'll say I don't prefer them connected, that's just preference. There is zero quality or zero poor design issue that makes me prefer the separated versus connected. But, so discounting that, right off the bat, this Radius, they've used a material in here that helps it contort to the body. So if you are a person that likes the pistol, the holster, and the mag carrier connected, this thing is amazing. So it will conform to your body. It does have that claw thing that they talk about. So when the belt comes through your belt loops, the belt's going to grab that claw and just help it print that much less on your body. Now again, you can buy the M6 with the mag carrier and connect them, but it's a much stiffer setup. This Radius is a brilliant design. It truly is. It accepts my mag the exact same way. It has a nice, I hope you put it in right, nice pop to it. And obviously that's the thing, is it's going to be put in so you can index and insert the mag. So it's made for putting it in right. You can force it to go in wrong. You're not going to get that nice little click, and the tension is going to hold it there. But it's a wonderful thing, that nice little, you know, that mag's in there. Again, this is a concealed platform for me, so I'll have my smaller, the actual Glock 30 magazine there. Like I said, I have giant hands, so I do have a little extended base plate, but it does not add around. It's not something like this. And you notice the one difference compared to my other M6 is it has the metal belt loop things. These things, if you can see these right here, one on each side, these things are unforgiving in a good way. Once these are wrapped around a belt, they are not going to be coming off anytime soon, which is partially why, if I'm going to be doing a lot of in and out with the actual holster and the entire platform, I opt for the Solo M6, just because it's a little easier and quicker, only because I have the plastic belt loops. If I put the plastic on here, it might be a toss-up. Like I said, truly personal preference. I like having the mag carrier on my left side. But if you do want the one big package with everything connected, there is nothing wrong with this. It is the exact same M6 as the first one. Fits my Glock 30 with the TLR7, the Streamlight TLR7. You feel that nice click, almost too good. Adjustable grommets and gaskets to get this thing nice and snug, or your preference. And again, it's just going to take practice and draw, but it's right up against the body. You're going to see how much of the Kydex is against your skin and how much isn't. Big old metal clips, and the mag carrier, these metal clips, like I said, they're pretty ruthless. Once they're on a belt, they're not coming off anytime soon. It also has the same claw here, so when the belt does come through here, and because of the design, this material they use to integrate the mag carrier to the holster, the belt's going to come across there. It's going to bend across your body. Belt's going to come through that loop and hit that claw and help torque that thing down against your body that much more, helping you print that much less. So again, that is my review of the M6 Radius, one of their newest offerings. Like I said, the only reason I don't use it as much is just because I prefer to have them separate. That's not to say We have a little stand in our front entryway where when we leave the house, we arm up however we so choose. And that's not to say if I am in a pinch and I don't want to deal with mag carrier and all this crap, I will just throw the magazine in and the pistol, and I will throw that down in my pants, lock these this only wiggled because I need to tighten these Phillips. I will lock these very intense metal clips, and that sucker's good to go. It's a wonderful, wonderful design. This design on their M6 Radius is better than their original M6 with their inside the waistband option that would clip in there. It would be Kydex and Kydex. It wouldn't have that nice rotational give on there. So can do it. I could bolt this to that if I so choose, but now that they invented this radius, that wobble, this bend is actually a good thing. And it is held in place by 3 unforgiving screws right there. And there's no way to get, it nice and smooth. They're not going to snag. To keep this video as short as possible, since I'm rounding over 10-minute mark, I will say Works crushes it. As far as my OCD review, every grommet is nice and standard. They give you all the extra little screws and spare grommets you want. And anything that they do or I have different here is preference. There is 0 deficiencies in anything they make. Like I said, maybe someday I will switch the plastic on my original M6 out and put it on my M6 Radius, only just because I prefer the plastic ones. They just have they're just a little bit wider, as you can see here, versus this metal. And they just are a little bit easier if I need to be pulling the whole platform in and out of my pants. Other than that, any questions or comments, feel free to shoot them below. And like I said, I get nothing out of this. I bought the M7 for my truck. I bought the M6. I bought the inside the waistband mag carrier. They did send me the Radius, and I would buy it in a heartbeat. So I'm very grateful for them for doing that. But for full disclosure, but I was already a customer long before this Radius. These are all the bags of things I have grabbed from them. So I'm already a customer. They're the first place I go to when I want to do a new pistol setup. And again, full disclosure, the only reason I might not have them on a pistol or two is just because they don't offer what I want. And that's just when it comes down to my OCD designs. Because I carry a 45, that really limits a lot of my options as far as, especially my Glock 21 with a light on it. That limits a lot of options as far as if I want to throw it onto a, like a drop hip platform, or if I want to carry it concealed, etc. So only because I use a lot of 45s, that limits it a lot. As far as everybody has a Glock 19 or a Glock 17 platform, very easy. But Works is the first website I go to if there's something I want to throw on or redesign or customize. So that is my OCD review of the Works Radius holster. Thank you so much. Hope this helped.